Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the National Real Estate Post. Frank Ray here, and I have with me a special guest. I have Tony Ray Baker. Tony Ray Baker is a very successful real estate agent in Tucson, Arizona. Just to give you guys some perspective on what we're going to talk about today, I really want to hear what's going on with him being a high-producing agent. I want to know what's going on with him, and from the loan officer perspective, I'm going to ask him, what his perception is of loan originators in the mortgage industry right now, so that you as loan originators can be better equipped maybe to understand what your real estate agents are thinking out there, how they're feeling, so that you can be better equipped to serve them. So just so you know, Tony does, 50 to 60 deals a year, which is pretty dang good. 16, 20 mil a year in Tucson, Arizona. That's pretty darn good. So a notable producer here. So I would take heed to anything he has to say. So Tony Ray Baker, my friend, how are you, sir?
I'm awesome. Thank you. Thanks for having me today.
Hey, it's my pleasure. And we've chatted with you before, and you're just always so insightful, and you've got so much going on. It's always a pleasure. But let me ask you, how are you doing? Where are you at right now in the business?
We're doing good. We're doing well, and I'm very fortunate. We don't need anything, so we're happy. Trying to support our folks, our locals. We're making sure we're giving them jobs where we can. With our state's shut down, it's on lockup now as well as of yesterday. So we're doing what we can to help everybody. But yeah, we're doing well. My business is, as you know, it's today's business is from 30, 60, 90 days ago. So we'll probably we probably have 10 or 11 closings coming in April we'll finish those up. And then my concern will be, which it is now actually, but I'm focusing on how do I stir the pot and get things picked up again as soon as we can get out of the gate here and people are done with this panic and that lets us loose. I think we're going to see a spring really fast, and I think that we need to be prepared for it, and I'm working on that and systems to make sure that we're good on that.
So you told me that that's kind of what you're doing right now, is you're kind of more focused on, streamlining some things, doing some systems. Kind of what, can you share with us anything that you're doing to kind of, you got to get some business in the door right now. Like you said, you're kind of closing everything up, but now we're looking at, I don't have a lot of things going on. So what are you going to do? How are you going to work?
I'm super excited, Frank. I'm giddy like a little kid. Like when I built my very first website and it went live and I did it on my own and I wrote all the code, I'm at that point today again. So we just busted our butts. I put my team on building an app. And so we just went live with an app designed just for our clients to, they'll be able to go to the Google store or the Apple store. It's already live. They can go there and they can actually pick up the app, and it gives all of our recommendations of all of our favorite local vendors in town. And it tells them where we go for the best food. It tells them who we go for when we need a mason. It's all to help our local vendors and help our clients connect with them. So the really cool thing about it is what we're doing is now going on live calls to every single client. We have about 400 in our database that take really great care of us. And we're calling every one of them individually, and we're having those conversations about the app and about the virus and about how they're doing. And, that's the elephant. You got to address the virus and make sure everybody's okay. And obviously you want to have that conversation first. But the other conversation we're also having is we're monitoring everybody's rates. And so I've sent 2 yesterday that were at higher rates. Closed. I sent 2 of them to loan officers yesterday so they could get refis done right away. And so we're using that as well, and making sure we have their comps and everything for them. So yeah, it's a great time for phone calls.
So that's what you're doing. So basically you created an app, which is remarkable. Okay. Number one.
Cool.
And so you're having these conversations. How are you doing? Oh, and by the way, hey, do me a favor, go to the app store right now and download this app. Here's all the vendors, local people that we love. Maybe you could use them as well. Oh, and by the way, if you need any help selling or buying, or do you know anybody who might be in the market right now? You're having those types of conversations. Have you dug anything up?
I have. Okay, so that's funny. I am not talking about real estate or us at all.
Really?
I've left that completely out. And we've talked to 40 people in the last 5 days. I have about 40 people we've talked to, and we've picked up 5 new listings in the last 5 days. So yeah, so I don't need to talk about real
So
estate.
just the conversation on its own is enough. And then if they're, then they go, oh, hey, by the way, maybe we should do this, or I know somebody who needs this. Is that how it's going?
Every single person, it's the law of reciprocity. So what happens is when you talk about them and their family and what's going on, it's that law of reciprocity says they're going to ask you as well. So it's a natural conversation.
Got
And
it.
people are very interested right now in finding out, real estate agents in most states, I believe, have been considered essential to business.
Right.
So we have been told we're essential in Arizona. And so people are asking me, like, how are you selling houses and how is that working and how's business for you guys? And they're concerned about us. And it's really neat to explain to them. We sold 3 houses last week doing video, walkthroughs with Facebook and no client in the room. And, the way we're doing things is just different. And like I said at the beginning when we spoke, it's about bending in the wind. It's about figuring out how to do it differently right now while we have different opportunities in front of us.
Awesome. So let's close with this. For our loan originators out there, they're, and if you're not aware, I'm sure you are, but these poor guys, they're in hell right now. With the mortgage industry is really having a little bit of a meltdown. So I just got to ask you, what's your perception of what's happening in the mortgage industry? And there's and with loan officers in general, I mean, is there anything that you think you need from them right now, or are they communicating well enough with you? Are they lacking in some area with you? Just so that our loan officers who are watching, who I know are concerned about their realtor partners because those are valuable relationships, they're so buried in so many things right now. I know that they want to be there for their realtor partners. Are you seeing are they fading away on you right now? What can the loan industry do for you right now during this time that would be helpful?
I think, so I'm very fortunate. I have a relationship with a few different loan officers. I'm on the phone with them every few days. So being available to us and letting us call them and ask questions or whatever is very helpful, because one of the things we're doing is talking to our clients and, talking about maybe it's time for you to refinance, or maybe it's time to consider, if you're in a pickle, that you have equity in your house. And maybe we need to get you with a loan officer right now that can pull out 20,000, 30, whatever it is, and help you guys make it through this time of crisis, especially financially. We're sitting on the most homes equity, in equity we've seen in history, right?
Yeah.
And getting on the phone with our clients and telling them the equity that they have, and then getting them in touch with the loan officers, imperative to us. Our loan officers know that we're doing this, so they've been very responsive and to the client very quickly. So that's very helpful for us to know that we've got them there on our side. And one of the other loan officers that just came up with an idea, which I think is great for her real estate partner, she's calling all the clients and then she's telling them to call their realtor and have conversations about that equity. And she's doing the same thing we're doing in reverse, but she's pairing it back with their realtor. And I think from what I've seen, I'm more impressed with our lending community in Tucson right now than I am with our real estate community. I think our realtors have taken some breaks and they're sitting back in a little more of a panic, whereas I think our mortgage guys are out there and they're actually being more proactive. And I'd love to see our real estate community get more proactive and start making more phone calls and talking to clients. And this is a time right now for all of us to make that connection. I think it could be huge.
That was a wonderful, wonderful interview. Tony Ray Baker. I feel like I have to say Tony Ray Baker. I don't feel like it's Tony Ray. No, I just feel like I got to say it all. You know what I mean? Tony Ray Baker.
Everybody calls me Tony Ray, but that is funny.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, Tony Ray, thank you so much for the interview. Really appreciate it. For our realtor partners out there, I hope you learned something from this. Sure, you can find Tony Ray Baker on Facebook if you want to connect with him there and say hi to him. I know he does help a lot of real estate agents. You still do that type of stuff?
Yeah, well, I teach classes every other month, and I do have a website now with all my classes on it, and it's all free for realtors to go to with all my crazy guerrilla marketing techniques.
Well, we will put that link right down below for you guys so that you can access Tony's information. And if you're on Facebook watching us, that link will be around here somewhere. But on our website, if you're watching us on the website, there will be a link that says click here to see Tony Ray Baker's class. And you just click it, it'll take you right there. So get me that link on Facebook as soon as we're done here.
I will.
And for our loan officers out there, I hope this is good information for you as well. So what were you going to say?
I was going to say, if anybody wants to call me, Frank, you can post my phone number too. I'm happy to tell people about what we're doing with our app and so forth. It's not as tough as people
Can they get to you through the website though?
Yeah, they can call me however they want.
I won't blow up your phone.
People are typically so polite, no one to call other people because they don't want to waste their time. Call me. I'm so happy to talk to anyone I can help and let them know if they just want 5 great tips that are helping me right now, I'll help any realtor or lender right now.
No problem. The link will be down below, guys, for Tony Ray Baker. Tony Ray. All right. Hey, thanks so much. You guys, do us a favor. Leave your comments down below. Check out Tony Ray's stuff. Forward and share this with your loan officers. You might want to share this with your real estate partners, real estate agents. You might want to share it with your peers, that type of a thing. And we will catch up with all of you guys here tomorrow at the National Real Estate Post. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Thanks for what you're doing, Frank.
You bet, brother. See you.